Nearly 10 years ago, I was super excited to see Mad Max Fury Road and couldn't believe what an incredible ride it was. The cars, the characters, the legend of it all. They just don't make movies like that anymore.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
The original 3 Mad Max films were another staple of my childhood growing up, along with Star Wars, David Lynch's Dune, Back to the Future, all the amazing classic movies and characters from that age of cinema. I was amazed how much Fury Road carried on that same feeling and wonder of that Wasteland world. That sense of wonder that my jaded, cynical adult self just doesn't feel as often these days. It happens to all of us, if we let it. Anyway, to see a sequel, or a prequel to be more precise, of Fury Road, telling the legend of Charlize Theron's character, Furiosa, now played by Anya Taylor-Joy, I wasn't actually super jazzed upon first hearing about it, just because, well, it seems like everything is a prequel these days. Can't we move forward? But then I saw the first Furiosa trailer.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!
I was feeling pretty jazzed after that. I also realized how intrigued I was to get a glimpse into what made this warrior who she is in Fury Road after all. So this weekend, I met up with my brother and his family, and we settled in for the epic roller coaster. It's definitely a family film for sure. At least for our family, anyway. And it really is a movie about family, to a degree. Or what happens to Furiosa as she loses hers at a young age, is taken away from her home, and even has many choices to make as her life comes to forks in her path. There's a point where she could have lived a life of comfort and relative luxury, albeit with a very heavy price. Yet the strong and stoic warrior spirit in her takes her down a path that leads to the intimidating, clever, resourceful, and passionate imperator she becomes. The one who truly sets her on this path is the demented Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth, who, I know he plays Thor and does some more silly and comedic roles, and Dementus is a colorful character, no doubt. But there's scenes Chris Hemsworth will do in, say, Infinity War or Endgame, where he shows the depth and brilliance of an actor who's more than just a handsome hunk of muscle. Furiosa has a few scenes where Hemsworth, as Dementus, gets to really flex that acting muscle and deliver emotion and madness in a captivating way.
Who do we have here?
Anya Taylor-Joy is brilliant in her own way too, spending most of the movie actually very silent, acting with the gaze coming from her unique and wondrous eyes. When she does speak, she holds her own in any scene, embodying the same character that we fell in love with back in Fury Road nearly 10 years ago. The action is top-notch, the settings, the stakes, the wondrous machines, strange locations, and vicious consequences. It's all there in this story of Furiosa's growth, learning, suffering, and enlightenment. Even the ending and final resolution is as beautiful as it is twisted. If there's a downside or a criticism that I have of it, maybe some shots are composited roughly or look a bit like a video game cutscene. But even when you notice some cracks in the VFX work, you don't really mind, since the sequences shown really put you on the edge of your seat. You know she'll make it out, but you're still wondering how she possibly could in the middle of these road warrior fracases. I know going to the movies at the theater isn't what it used to be, but this one is worth the trouble. I liked it, my brother liked it, his son liked it. We all loved it, really. 2 thumbs up. Or at least 1 thumb and a mechanical arm up. You'll want to go witness this one for yourself. Now that you know, here's why it's cool.